Hello and welcome to Viewer Polls. And of course, on Viewer Polls, we bring people that matter in the society. And of course, we bring people that do positive things in the society and also impact on the society and also promote positivity. Without wasting your time, I have a fabulous guest with me in the studio. We'll be going on the break. When we come back, you get to meet my guest one-on-one and we start Viewer Polls properly. Don't go nowhere. All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, as I said earlier, Viewer Pulse is all about the society and wonderful people in the society. And of course, today with me in the studio, I have this fantastic woman from northeastern Nigeria. And we'll be discussing the role of women in politics and nation building, particularly in northeastern Nigeria. We all know what is actually happening in northeastern Nigeria at this point of time. We need people that actually have the capacity and capabilities of piloting positivity in the northeastern Nigeria. And of course, she's not just a woman from northeastern Nigeria. She's a chartered accountant and of course a farmer and a community volunteer worker. And she didn't just stop there. Of course, she is the CEO of Naiwa Barkama Limited. I'm very glad to introduce my guest with me in the studio. Maya, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here. It's my pleasure.
You're welcome. So quickly, can we get to meet you?
My name, as you said, is Helaxia Naiwa Fakuta. I was born in Pela, Daxri Pela, Hong local government, Adamawa State. I was born and brought up in Pela. My primary school in Pela, my secondary school in Pela, and from there I proceeded to ABU. I graduated with BSc Accounting, and then I come back home and start working with a Java group of company as their notice accountant. And today, apart from that, I do my work, doing my farm work, taking care of my trading activities, and doing my community volunteer activities. Anything for my community, anything positive for my community, I'm in. Anything that will uplift one person from my own community, I'm in. It's my own lifestyle.
So you're so interested with your community, you're trying to give back to your community. Now you've been a volunteer worker in your community. What are those challenges that you've been observing, and what are those things do you think, if given capacity to tackle, how would you intend to go about it?
First of all, our community, is our environment. It's part of who we are. It's where we come from. When it is better, we ourselves, we are better. And when we are better, we make it better too. So making our community better will make us better. And it's a kind of, it gives satisfaction. It gives fulfillment as human being. And doing that, as I said earlier, is what I love.
So far so good. What kind of projects were you able to offer your community? Like maybe in a jiffy, you said since you came back, all you do is to support your community, and that is very interesting and fascinating, because most young women will be thinking of I'm a chartered accountant that should be in Abuja or Lagos or Kaduna or somewhere enjoying myself and other stuff. What are those drives? What are those beautiful things that you see that can actually be achieved in your community that triggered you to stay back?
First of all, there are people that look up to me as a young girl from the same rural area. Just my life alone inspire others. Looking at me and say, if she did it, I can do it. Yes. And I always tell the young girls in the community that if I did it, you can do it. Exactly. It doesn't matter. I attended a primary school where there's no seat. We even sit on the ground. But that did not stop me from being somebody. We attended schools whereby maybe if teacher enter class once in a week, you say like there was activity in the school, but we still move ahead and become better. And apart from that, when somebody come to you, if you can support financially, emotionally, physically, socially, do that. Anywhere you can render help to somebody, it's important. Do that. We are for each other. And if you can't lift each other, if you can't help each other, who will?
Of course, we support each other by lifting each other.
Yes.
So basically, you're like a mini mother in your community. So how do you say good morning in your mother tongue?
Mapeka.
Mapika. Okay, what's the name of the tribe?
I'm Kilba by tribe.
Kilba by tribe. Oh, that's great. Now, basically, you're from northern part of Nigeria. Now, how does you being a chartered accountant and, of course, a community volunteer worker, how do you match the two?
Thank you. I go about my work. I do my work when I develop myself. And anytime I have chances, weekend, my holidays, break, when I have all those chances, when somebody call me and say, Fakuta, there's something we want you to do, or there's something we are going to do, or if I hear that there's a program that's going on, I'll go there and say, please, if there's any way I can contribute to this, or if they call me, go and do this, I'll say, I'm up for it as far as it's going to help somebody. And anybody that I see doing something that's going to help anybody in the community, I also try to reach out and encourage and say, this is a wonderful move, please, let's continue.
So far, so good. You're already a pillar to young girls. Now, how many young girls? A lot of you women always support each other. You like supporting each other. I'm so excited that you're actually doing the job and you're a young woman full of energy. Now, how many young people are you able to actually put online, inspire, propagate for them to learn how to stand on their own and do positive things?
You see, of course, when they say women support women, it's true. Have you ever seen women in the war front?
No.
There are no women in the First World War. They were not women. In the Second World War, they were not women. Even in the terrorism, they are not women. So women, we are up for peace. We are up for counseling. We are up for better society. And we women, as a woman now, if I see my fellow sister in trouble, or if I see my fellow sister growing up there, the struggle is not just for her or for me, but it's for other women out there. Even my struggle today, sometimes I'm human. Sometimes I'm like, all this stress, what am I doing it for? Then something will tell me that there are some women that are looking up to you. These young girls are looking up to you. And other women too, you give them courage. Your boldness gives them courage. And it encourages them that, I need to do something. We need to do something. I myself, I can contribute. I didn't just come to this world to eat and die. I come to make impact. I come to make a difference. And I will not die like that. I will make my own difference.
Wow. I'm so impressed. Viewers, if you are just tuning in, this is Viewer Pulse, and of course, I have this wonderful woman with me in the studio. We're discussing the roles of women in politics and nation building, particularly in northeastern Nigeria. A lot of things are actually happening there, but there are fantastic people that are doing fantastic things. We'll be going on a break, and we'll come back. I still have Fakuta Helaza with me in the studio. All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, I still have Fakuta Alexia with me in the studio. And of course, she's not just an ordinary woman from northeastern Nigeria. We talk about women with substance, women that actually dive into the community to also impact on their community. All right, without wasting your time, we've been discussing with her. She is a community volunteer worker. She is a chartered accountant. At the same time, she is the CEO of Naiwa Barkama. At the same time, she's a farmer. What would I say? So for Kuta, quickly, I'm actually having a wonderful time with you in the studio here. Now let's talk about the farming aspect of you. What kind of grains do you plant? What kind of farm products do you do?
You see, farm is my heritage. It's part of me. My father graduated 10 of us through farming. He used to tell us that let's unite and go to farm, and together we are going to achieve our goal. So it's my heritage. We go to farm, and my primary crop that I farm is corn and granules.
Okay.
It's corn and granules, and due to the soil in our area, hoping to expand in future.
Okay.
So it's my heritage. It's part of me. It's what I was brought up doing.
So how in what scale, in how many hectares do you actually run this farming?
Well, maybe one day when you visit, you are going to know that.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, we all know that corn and granite is a basic nutrients for human beings, babies, etc., etc. But why did you actually embrace that aside from the nature of your soil? I guess there are other crops too that actually excel in that your part of the community. Why did you choose that particular crop product?
Actually, we are looking forward to experimenting others. You know, now and as the country, we are promoting agriculture too in our country. We are trying to explore other resources. Remember, Nigeria have 70% arable land. So it's not just the granules, and they are just the primary product we are into now. And we are not just farming them, we are also distributing them. So, and apart from that, we are trying to experiment other farm produce that our soil can actually germinate very well on our soil, so that we can make production.
Now, in what capacity? Okay, for instance, you said something that actually drew my attention to you being a CEO. Now, basically, that means you also employ people to work with you on your farm, or how do you do it?
Of course, we employ people. There's no company without employees.
In what capacity?
Yes. Well, our company is a startup company, so we only have few workers currently, and they are really doing well. Thank God for the kind of worker we have, and hoping to expand in the future, not just within Nigeria, but Africa and the world entirely.
Wow, great. So now, let's tell us more about Naiwa Barkama Limited. I'm really keen. I want to actually get to know more about it. Of course, you may not know that maybe a young girl or a young man actually listening to you, and you are actually inspiring him to be a better person. So let's have a little on how the history behind Naiwa Barkama came to stay.
Naiwa Barkama is my father's name. And as I told you, farming is a heritage. It's what we were brought up doing with our father. So his inspiration behind everything we are doing. It's my father's name.
That's all?
That's all. And with the advice of our father, the encouragement, God rest his soul.
Amen.
I believe with the name and the inspiration and what we are doing now in our Barkama, even calling that name, make me believe I'm building something. And thank God, our company, despite the fact that we start up, we are really giving out value. Quality products.
So, from your own axis, there's this company that's actually going on how to see that the girl child is being given a chance and opportunity to be who she wants to be. how many girl childs are you actually propagating? Now, aside from girl child, how many young people from your community are you actually propagating to rise with? Because I see the drive and urge in you to support young people is a very wonderful one. And aside from that, what do you think the government should put in place for these youngsters to be better people from your locality?
These young people are smart, they are intelligent, they are capable. All they want is someone to invest in them and empower them. Not just empowerment, but there's youth investment. I had told you I was brought up from the village, and I know how hard it was. There are some of us that couldn't go further because there was no opportunity for them. Me, I'm lucky I had a father that was educated.
Okay.
He believed in education.
Okay.
My dad is someone that put school first before everything.
Wow. Great.
And that was what helped me.
Great.
Even as we are coming back from school, we have classes in the house.
Wow.
I remember growing up in our house, there's a classroom.
Really?
Yes, there's a classroom.
That's fantastic. Was that your teacher?
He was a teacher for 10 years before he joined local government.
Okay.
Environmental sanitation department.
Okay.
So, and him being former teacher, he believed in education so much.
Exactly.
My dad used to say, I don't have anything. The inheritance I have for you is school. Go to school and get your own inheritance. So, and that was what we did.
You know, you're actually inspiring me. We're going to quickly go on a break. When we come back, we still have to come back and discuss politics this time around. And of course, if you're just joining us, it has been a wonderful ride with this fantastic woman from northeastern Nigeria. And of course, the topic that we're discussing is the role of women in politics and nation building, particularly in northeastern Nigeria. We'll go on a break. When we come back, I still have this fantastic woman with me in the studio.
The game of polo, it's my life. Polo is good. Though I just started and I'm still learning the basics. But I hope to be a pro in this game, and God being by my side, I know everything will be fine. I started 4 months ago. I started stick and ball 4 months ago, though I attended the riding course in Pakistan. I've learned the riding basics, but the game of polo 4 months ago, I started stick and ball. Every day we mount on the horse, we pray. And once you come down, as you can see, I was about ending and I fell from the horse. It's a normal thing. In horse riding, if you don't fall, you've not started yet. So you need to train. You can see I'm sweating, I'm eating banana, it's part of it. You must train, you must eat well, and you must learn properly. I've chosen polo to be my own sport, and I've always looked up to people like General Kazir Fire, General MSA Aliu, Colonel Waibello, and General Laka. A few of them, I've looked up to these people. These are great polo players, and they've always encouraged me to play the game of polo.
Welcome back, it's Viewer Pulse, and of course, we'll be discussing the role of women in politics and nation building, particularly in northeastern Nigeria. We have spoke a lot with this wonderful woman, Fakuta Helazia, with me in the studio, and now we'll move into another phase. It's not just you being someone from a society. What are you actually impacting the people in the society? What are you actually doing to put the smiles of people on your own locality? Now, quickly, you spoke a lot of things that actually touched me, and I look at you like a leader. When I mean like a leader, what about joining politics? Do you have any plans? Or because the way you talk, I look at someone that actually knows the problem of our locality. If given a position or office or a political office, I feel you could do better. Do you have plans for joining politics any moment soon?
Well, when you say you look at me like leader, I was like, you are right. Because from my primary school, every class I am in, I'm either monitor or assistant monitor.
Wow.
And I was prefect, Even in my secondary school, I was head girl.
Wow.
And when I went to the university, we were playing small student leadership positions, fellowships. I was there. But politics was not in my plan. I was graduate, go and do your professional work, and just face what your life. But sometimes in 2018, I just slept one afternoon. I wake up and I was just looking at things all the time. We always listen to radio and TVs.
Yes.
Just told myself, why are we having the same issues in the society? Why are we having same kind of governance, same representation? Every 4 years, people are complaining about the same thing, and every year a politician will come and promise the same thing and left. Why are things like this? Why are things not changing? And what do I need to do about it? What action should I take? I said, instead of me to join the group of people that keep complaining, keep murmuring, maybe bitterness about the government every 4 years, I say, no, let me join the race. Let me stand boldly, courageously. Since I believe I'm capable, let me stand there and fight for what I believe is right.
Okay.
So I pick a nomination form for Gombe Home Federal Constituency, and thank God for Advanced Congress of Democrats, as the party then gave me the opportunity. As we did consensus, I become the candidate, the flag bearer. I went out there on the poll. Being the first timer, it was not easy for me.
Wow.
I started my journey because I believe I can do something. But there are some things that, you have to put them in place in politics. But that my first experience, the moment I was going for campaigning, the more something was raising in my heart that you need to really do something. This is a fight that you should never at any point of your life give up on. Because the more I see the situation, the more I know that people need someone like me in the system. See, somebody that don't understand your problem, they don't stay where you are. They don't drink your water. They don't eat your food. Their children don't even school in the environment, will not understand your problem.
Exactly.
Rather, they will just go wherever they want to go. And I said, what kind of leaders are we having? And what kind of followership are we doing also? Somebody need to do something. I went out for the election. Well, it was a tough battle, but I lost it. But losing it did not even move my spirit. The losing it just tell me that I still have a journey to make. You see, when you are going and you fall down, it doesn't mean that you will not stand and keep moving.
Exactly.
I say I am standing on my feet stronger than ever and keep moving. I came to Abuja for Elect Her Future Lawmaker program.
Okay.
This is a program that is organized for under 35 female politicians across Nigeria.
Wow.
We
Great.
were 35 in number.
Wow, great.
It's only the two of us were presented from the Northeast. This Elect Her, they didn't just brought us to Abuja and hear some stories. It's about capacity building. They are a group of strong, intelligent women. We were sharing our experiences. Among us, we have some members, some former reps, some chairmen, some councillors, and some of the government appointees. We really shared our experiences as women in politics, and they teach us a lot of things. Policy making, even bill drafting. Even yesterday, we were at the National Assembly. We were to observe the plenary session. And it was really a great development to someone like me. We learned a lot. And by the grace of God, I believe I am more equipped than ever.
So quickly, word of advice to young girls that are actually looking up to you, that are actually inspired by you before we round up. Quickly, word of advice.
I am telling the young girls out there that never give up. Be bold, be courageous, and know that you are capable. Any talent that God give you, use it. You are human, and you can make impact in your own society too. Your action can change somebody's life. Anywhere you find yourself, do good. Anywhere you find yourself, make sure you act well. Stand with your dignity and work with integrity. And believe in God. Trust in God. Work hard. God will help us.
Thank you very much, Ma. It's nice having you in the studio. How I wish I could have you more and more in the studio for us to talk all day, but due to time, God bless you. Thank you for coming, and I wish you journey message back to your community.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, if you're just joining us, it has been a wonderful time with our Fakuta Haladzia. Of course, she's a woman of substance. She is a CEO. She is a chartered accountant, and of course, a community volunteer worker. And of course, what do we have to say? We support women in politics, and we support people that actually know where our pains is. Join us same station next time, where we'll bring you a fresh edition of Viewer Pulse. From me, have a wonderful day ahead.